Alright, so picture this. Houston, right? For ages, it felt like this one OG, J Prince, kinda ran the whole show, especially when it came to the music scene. He was the dude, you know, but then, out of nowhere, 50 Cent rolls into town. Now, 50 ain't just some local rapper. This cat's a whole empire, music, TV, the liquor game, the works. Him setting up shop in J Prince's backyard, that was like throwing down the gauntlet, straight up. It wasn't just about moving, it was like, yo, there's a new boss in town. You could feel the tension, like something big was about to pop off. These the heavyweights, with their totally different styles and reps, were now in the same space, and everyone knew it was gonna be a clash. Houston, which seemed to have one king, was now about to become a war zone for who'd really be calling the shots in the city's crazy music world. This was the jump off, the moment things got real, and you just knew it was gonna be a wild ride seeing who'd come out on top. In this heavyweight showdown now, 50 ain't no dummy. Him moving to Houston wasn't just cause he liked the BBQ. Nah, this was a cold move, a business play. Word on the street was Texas had way better tax laws, saving him a grip of cash compared to New York. Smart move, right? But it wasn't just about the money, though that's always a factor with 50. Houston's music scene is straight fire, a real hub for hip-hop, rap, all that trap stuff. 50 saw the chance to get even bigger, tap into that raw energy. Plus, and this is key, he wasn't just there to stack paper. He started this G-Unity thing, helping high school kids get their hustle on, learn how to be entrepreneurs. That showed he was trying to build something in the city, not just take. This was different from how things usually rolled in Houston, where one dude seemed to have his hand in everything. 50 was coming in with a different vibe, trying to lift the community while doing his thing. It wasn't just a change of address, it was a whole new game plan, and it was clear he wasn't gonna play by the old rules. So, here's where it gets kinda shady. This whole checking-in thing. Apparently, in Houston, if you're an artist coming to town, there's this unspoken rule: you gotta show respect to J Prince. And that usually means dropping some cash. They call it protection. But some folks whisper it's more like a shakedown. It's like you gotta pay your dues just to do your thing in the city. Now, some might say it's just showing respect to an OG who's been holding things down. But the way it sounds, it's more like you gotta pay up or things might get messy. This checking in becomes a big deal because 50 Cent, this dude who's always been about doing his own thing and ain't backing down for nobody, rolls into this situation. He ain't about that checking in life, and that's where the beef starts brewing. It's like the old guard clashing with the new blood, the established way of doing things getting challenged by someone who plays by his own rules. This whole checking in thing is the powder keg that sets this whole story off. Peep this. They bring up NBA YoungBoy as a prime example of what happens if you don't play ball. With this checking in thing, word is, when YoungBoy rolled into Houston, he wasn't trying to hear none of that. He's a star in his own right, got his own security, thought he was good, but then, boom, his crib gets hit, chain snatched, cash gone. Even the keys to his whips got lifted. Now, the timing of all this, suspect, right? It happens right after he allegedly skips out on the checking in. Then, the nerve of these cats. They try to hit him up for ransom, like 30 bands to get his stuff back. This whole situation paints a picture, right? It's like, if you don't pay that respect money, there might be consequences. It ain't just about being polite. It feels like a warning shot. This YoungBoy situation becomes a key part of the story, showing what can happen when you go against the grain in Houston, and highlighting the potential dangers of not playing by J Prince's alleged rules. It definitely makes you think twice about how things really work behind the scenes in the city, and it gets even murkier. Fam, there's all this talk about these high-stakes dice games that J Prince and his crew supposedly run. Now, these ain't your average friendly games of chance. The whispers are that these games are set up, a way for artists coming to Houston to lose a whole lot of bread. It's like another way to get their hands in the pockets of these musicians. Beyond the whole checking in thing, it adds this whole layer of shadiness to the story, making you wonder what else is going on behind closed doors in Houston's music scene. It's like the glitz and glam might be hiding some real grime. These dice game rumors just add fuel to the fire, making J Prince look even more suspect and the whole power dynamic in Houston seem even more twisted. It's like, you gotta watch your back not just for the checking in, but also at the dice table. Now, this part's heavy. They start talking about the whole tragedy with Takeoff. Now, they're being careful with the words, but the street's been talking, right? The word is that whole situation went down at one of those dice games, and the rumors, they link it back to Takeoff maybe not checking in the way some folks expected. The vibe you get is that there was some disrespect and things went horribly wrong. When J Prince gets asked about it, they say he gets all squirmy, doesn't give a straight answer. It makes you wonder, right? This whole thing throws a dark cloud over everything, suggesting that this power play in Houston can have some serious, even deadly, consequences. It ain't just about money or clout anymore. This is about real life and real loss. It makes you look at the whole situation with a whole different level of seriousness. So, you gotta look at how 50 Cent and J Prince operate in Houston. It's like night and day. 50's out here building stuff, schools, events, giving back to the community. He's throwing his money into the city, trying to make it better, and people are feeling that. The mayor's giving him keys to the city, declaring 50 Cent Day. That's real love right there. Then you got J Prince, whose name keeps popping up with this checking and stuff, the dice game rumors, all that fear and intimidation. It's like one guy's building up, the other's allegedly holding down through control. It's a clear difference in how they move, and it's why you see the city rocking with 50 while J Prince's rep is getting murkier by the minute. It's the contrast between building something up and allegedly trying to control what's already there. You die now, things start getting real messy. Word on the street is J Prince wasn't just sitting back while 50 was making moves. They say he was plotting to shut 50 down. His business is out of Houston altogether. But before that could even happen, 50 gets into it with Big Meech, who's supposedly tight with J Prince. So, what happens? J Prince allegedly sends his people to tell 50 to back off. It's not just about business anymore. It's getting personal, and there are real threats in the air. This ain't just internet beef. This is getting serious, with different crews and loyalties getting involved. It's like the lines are drawn, and things could get ugly real quick. This escalation shows how deep this rivalry goes, with powerful figures on both sides ready to throw down. But you know 50, right? He ain't the type to back down from nobody. Instead of getting scared, he allegedly starts putting J Prince's whole extortion game on blast. He's calling it out publicly, not holding back. It's like he's trying to expose what's been going on in Houston for a long time. Some might say it's petty, but it's definitely got everyone watching. The question is 50 playing with fire? Should he be looking over his shoulder while he's in Houston? Or does he have another ace up his sleeve that's gonna leave J Prince scrambling? This public showdown is turning up the heat and making everyone wonder what's gonna happen next. So, where does it all leave us? Should 50 be worried about his safety in Houston with all this bad blue? Or is he about to pull some power move that'll flip the whole script on J Prince? It's a real cliffhanger. Everyone's waiting to see who's gonna come out on top in this Houston power struggle. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're digging this deep dive, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Don't miss the next chapter, 'cause you know this ain't over.